Hey, I know y'all probably wondering, bitch, where you been at? Well, bitch, my black ass been busy with life. How about that? I am back with another video, y'all, and what better way? I know y'all probably saying, I ain't seen this bitch in a month of Sundays. Well, bitch, let me tell you this. Okay, life happens, okay? Things happen, okay? But you know what? A real MVP's always stand strong, okay? Yes. So, your boy is back. This is your boy 50 Shades of Phil back, coming back to you guys with another video. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know how it is when it comes to good music. Well, y'all know what? Y'all know who's been on fire this whole year. And I'm telling you, this whole year, my damn cousin, Tha Mogul, okay? He is proceeding to give you bops after bops after bops. Now, he has 3 albums in one damn year. I repeat, he has 3 albums in 1 year. And it's to the point where I can't decide which one I like better because he had, he like all year long, my cousin has been snapping. Okay, I was even saying on the recent album review that I did of his, like, I didn't know what else he had in store for this year. Bitch, he got another album out. Now, okay, we got his new album. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into his new album. Y'all, it is called It's Forever Too Late. Okay, and y'all want to know one thing I love about this album? It was released on Halloween, okay? And you want to know something? The album cover actually is a little creepy, which is what I like about the album cover. And one of the main things I love about this project itself is just the rawness of the music samples in this project, which kind of brings you a little bit. I heard a little bit of Exorcist. I heard a little bit of the Western Cowboy. I was getting Western Cowboy vibes. Like, I really liked the rawness. I was kind of getting a little bit of Tupac vibes. And one of the songs I love so much, I think it was The Drug Killer. That was kind of giving me a little bit of Tupac from the 90s. I was getting a lot. Also, shout out to, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Lazy, who actually did the beats on this album. Yo, the beats are incredible. The samples are incredible. Perfect. This is a 10-track album. Y'all, it came out October 31st, y'all. Came out maybe about 2 weeks ago. Get your life and get into it. We're finna get into It's Forever Too Late. Forevermore featuring Lazy. Let's get into it.
From one daughter, can't fall, that's straight from the height, that's one shorter. Forever surrounding hip-hop, 6x9s, that's a 4-door.
Y'all want to know something? What I really loved about this? Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say? Cause you know what I'm getting ready to say this song remind me of. It's one of my most favorite groups of the 90s. This reminds me of Wu-Tang Clan. When I'm telling you, I heard the beat. The moment that beat came in, I was like, okay, this reminds me of Method Man. This reminds me, yo, Wu-Tang vibes all the way. I'm telling you, let it be a remix. And Method Man is on this shit. I'm telling you, that shit would be cold. But yes, y'all, Forevermore featuring Lazy. Let's get into it.
Back in the living rooms to Porto, my crew mortal, shoes royal. Yeah. We distribute metal gear all year round. We move foil, no doubt can fit. We flying past Mav. That's when the Falcon can get calculus. Back to the crib when they strapped to their rear. Smoking with your cousin, cleaning off barrels. And my older cousin, he ringing up heroin. I'm rapping to the gods, my demons are steroids.
Y'all get into it. My cousin, when you want to know one of the things I love about this, the stories my cousin is telling on this album specifically, because it's all factual. You know, he breaks it down into this album and talks a lot about his come up. You know, becoming a rapper and, you know, him having to deal with the fact that, you know, he's you know, not being played on the radio, but it's the outcome of afterwards. You know, it's him accepting, you know, his of how far he's come. You know, if the whole world don't get a chance to know him, he has his family for one who recognizes him, and he has his people, his peers, his friends and stuff like that. They have noticed his craft for years. You know, and that's one of the things I love about this album is his realization. He really realizes, you know, you know, it don't matter if I'm the biggest rapper in the world, I'm still recognized by people. So it's realization. You know, with these albums my cousin came out with this year, each album I noticed his growth and him, you know, accepting, you know, his place. You know, him not wanting to, you know, please everybody, and him knowing that the support group he has already is good enough. You know, and that's one of the things I love about this project specifically. This is probably like his second Velvet Rope, you know, of him overcoming. This is like his Velvet Rope too, you know, and I love that too. This is another project of him opening up to, you know, a lot of events and things that have happened and things that he's overcame. But yes, y'all, Forevermore is the shit. I'm telling you, that Wu-Tang Clan vibe is every fucking thing, and I live for it. Let's get into Behind the Dreams.
To the shoot, 2 guys ain't come, but they made it to the practice. Like,
y'all hear The Exorcist? Y'all hear The Exorcist and that shit? Yes, get into it. Y'all want to know something? The Exorcist is one of my most favorite trippy horror movies ever. Okay, I also have to give a shout out to my one and only Queen Janet Jackson, who also sampled this on The Velvet Rope, which is also the first song on the Velvet Rope album. Get into it, y'all. Behind the Dreams. Let's get into it by Tha Mogul.
Son, had to cancel the shoot. I plan to regroup, working 2 jobs to make the checks. Whoa, it was all strategic. I see chips for my next goal. I found the radio connect. I'm like, let's go. Local airplay. The catch 22, he wanted 250. That's a joke for fair pay. But anyway, I made this.
First of all, that beat is just fire, cuzzo. I'm telling you, my cousin picks the best beats to rap on. And he straight kills the shit every fucking time. And that's one of the things I really have to give my cousin props on for every project. And this year, this being the 3rd album he has dropped, this is his 8th studio album. This man has dropped 3 albums within the course of months. And I'm so proud. I can't say it enough. Cause I'm so proud of you. And each album, what you did, you basically had a theme for each album. None of them sound the same. That's what I have to give you an A++ on. Every album has its own sound, has its own story. It's like, wow, he became superhuman, y'all, and I love it. But yes, what I love about Behind the Dreams is just like he talks about everything that has happened behind his dreams. The stuff that he had to go through for certain stuff, for certain videos, and y'all, he really breaks it down, and I love it.
This song called The Sky's Falling. In advance, I tried to get it right, but Lance couldn't get the.
I'm telling you, that shit is cold. I'm telling you, that shit is cold. What? He killed that. The next song after that is Soul Ties. Get into it. Yes.
Our souls is tied up financially, substantially. I palm my booze at every rendezvous. Annually, she automatically ride my stick. That's my dick.
Here he go. Here he go. You know, it's never a dull moment for my cousin to be nasty on a song. And I'm getting tired of him with these nasty ass songs. But this is the typical Mogul fashion. I live for it, y'all. Soul Ties is, you know, him basically telling how him and his girl souls are tying. You know how they've been through a lot of stuff, but he you know, is coming to the realization that, you know, they are soulmates. And, you know, he just basically breaks it down on Soul Ties, and I really got into it.
Even though I met her on the corner, she faithful. We got a lot in common. How can it be? We work together as a couple, share respect. We live each other, that's the muscle prepared to flex. No cheating, used to fuck her up or spare the text. Blow her back out with the wood, clarinet. I'm mesmerized. She resemble a mermaid with a permit shade. I best decide to see if she the one. After the two, I left inside. I'm desperate, right? So ties, so ties. I'm connected with her like mentally. I'm connected with her like physically. I'm connected with her like memories. So ties.
And one thing I love about it, that's a perfect sample for that song. The next song after that is The Hater Within. Now, if this shit ain't factual, I don't know what else is factual, because let me break this down to you in a 1, 2, 3 tip. Now, y'all know how I feel specifically about some of these rappers in Chicago. For one, I would have to say probably one of my most favorite Chicago rappers would be Lil Durk. I have to give my brother his props, because Lil Durk has been putting on for the game for a minute now, and I really respect Lil Durk's hustle and grind for Chicago. He's born and raised from Chicago. He's done done it. Yes, cool. But some of these rappers in Chicago, you know, are a little foo-foo. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, basically what my cousin is saying is, at the same time, you know, he should have been on for years, where some of these rappers in Chicago are at now in the stamina. Some of them are not even that damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have respect for very few. There's few and far between. But I have to say this. My cousin should be probably one of the most biggest rappers from Chicago, because they don't have the style my cousin have. And you know, my cousin is more real. He's not only underground, he can do a lot. Yes, he can do the same style as these niggas is doing to represent Chicago, but my cousin is the real in Chicago hip hop, you know, and that's one of the things I definitely can relate to with The Hater Within. So let's get into The Hater Within.
Man, fuck all these damn Chicago rappers, man.
Okay.
It's supposed to be me. I'm supposed to be the one that got on. I'm
for real.
All you motherfuckers.
For real.
Nobody rap like me. Nobody got this style. You know what I'm saying? One time for Lazy for making the beat.
That beat is cold. Let's get into it.
He's in the mogul, man. It's forever too late. But come on, man. Hate these motherfuckers, man. Yo, Twister not a legend. That's what I told myself, but I was hating. In that very second, this mad I didn't have his fame in my possession. All they clout to be the first one out the shop, meant blessing. And Bump J sound like Jermaine Dupri. I told myself that, but he the realest and remain to be. But let me stop talking about that goon before he run my pockets and make a stain on me. I was jealous when Chance the Rapper came out showing up. Another Chicago rapper was blowing up. I was envious. He was a new rapper from the shop, and I wasn't that new rapper. Them drill rappers, I really don't fool with them. Then hater folk on Black Ink, I went to school with him. I was straight salty, but I had to catch myself to show gratitude. That hate caught me. Man, Twister's a fucking legend, bro. First to come out the shop. And one time for Bump J, he is the realest. You know what I'm saying? He got Chicago on lock. We all respect him. Chance the Rapper, he showed us a different way how to do this, man. And he put money into the community. He put money into Chicago.
So, you know what? I have to agree with my cousin. You know what? He had to get this specifically off his chest, because he really should be one of the biggest in Chicago. And I have to agree to disagree, because I have seen my cousin. I grew up with my cousin. I know the potential that he has had, and the potential that he still, you know, what he's still bringing to the table. You know, people don't know it, people don't realize it, but like I said, his peers and his family, like, you know, and everybody that's in his life sees and knows that he's cold. So yes, I agree with this. You know, he's basically talking about he had that hater within because he was a little jealous, and I can agree with that. You know, I can say there are a lot of people in Chicago that have made it. You know, and my cousin still haven't. And I could be a little sad about that too, because my cousin has been doing it for a while. So hey, I'm all with it. The next song after that is Renovated. Let's get into it.
My career, welcome to the Hall of Fame. On real estate, it's on. Get your bitch penetrated and expedited. Took his mother home. Found the panties to discover thongs. Put a rubber on. Don't wanna catch hepatitis. My rap style is royal families. I rep your highness. She gave me virgin top. She got a virgin body. We screw, we got a nut. I need extra pliers. The Chevy, same color of a Capri Sun. Your nephew Gavin is dead crazy about being a transgender. Don't let him be a Nissan. I beast from a diesel block. I got tight street ties to the street. Let's equal now.
We came from the dirt like an earthworm, but not Jim. Sat at the table with bosses, and you not him. Gave niggas the game. I really should've sold the gym, and I gave it to him raw. Rest in peace to Soldier Slim. I know how to throw down, you throw
Wow, I have to really say this is Renovated is actually a really, really deep song when you get into the storyline of it, and it's good. Shout out to KO, who added a good verse to the song because it's a really, really deep song, and I really, really got into just the vibe of it. The next song after this is Mogul is a Lazy Writer.
Tap my feet. Mogul is a lazy rapper. To the beat, I bob my head.
Ay.
I tap my feet.
Ay.
Mogul is a lazy rapper.
Ay.
To the beat, I bob my head.
Ay.
I tap my feet.
Ay.
Mogul is a lazy rapper. To the beat, I bob my head. I write to the beat. I don't wanna write. I'm lazy on the beat. Writing is a mood swing. I've been fucking with hip hop.
Yo. These beats are on point. All 10 tracks. Let's get into it. Mogul is a lazy rapper.
We all in agreement. I'm the covenant. I bob my head.
Ay.
I tap my feet.
Ay.
Mogul is a lazy rapper. To the beat. I bob my head. I write to the beat. I don't wanna write. I'm lazy on the beat. I bob my head.
Ay.
I tap my.
Hey, y'all, I really, really got into the song. I really, really got into the vibe of it. It was different. And you know, I really, really got into my cousin's story of Mogul is a lazy writer. So let's get into it. And that's something that's we're rapped together. Hey. I also have to give a shout out to my boy Tech9, who also featured this sample on one of his songs on one of his albums. Yes, I have to give a shout out to my guy Tech9. But yes, guys, I really, really thought that this was perfect and a perfect sample for this specific song because this shit is cold. Get into it.
Make an impression. Yes. I gotta be myself and play profession. No first guessing, second guessing. We're rap together, yes, the fruits of my labor. Hip-hop is a baby bump, inducing her labor. That's good free, but it's bittersweet. Introducing my flavor, cancel non-believers, reducing my haters.
Hey.
Quiet taste, nah, I'm fire-based. From the underground, sworn in, with Messiah's face. I am Messiah's grace. God, yes. We're rap together, we're rap together. We're rap together. We're rap together.
Y'all, I really, really got into We're Rap Together. Also featuring Lazy. Get into it. Dope song. Killer message. Get into it. The next song is one of my favorites. It's also, and I really got into it. This song kind of had a little Tupac vibe on it. On one of Tupac's earlier projects, is probably maybe his first or second album, and it kind of gave me a little Tupac vibe with the beat. And I got to also featuring who is it? Smoke Brown, and let me see the other person featuring Smoke Brown, and True. Y'all, I can't get it right now. True Indeed. Y'all get into it, but yes, y'all, I really got into the song.
They don't care about values, cause only views matter. What I can do, sell a soul for a hit of wow factor. Trade in a morals for a little bit of laughter. Turn on the camera, make sure it's all captured.
Y'all know, you know what it is. This shit is so cold and it's so 90s. Y'all know what I'm getting, cause you know what I'm getting ready to say. It's so retro. It's so old school. It got not only a Tupac, but also got a Nas vibe on there as well. It's got a New York flavor on it that's cold, and I live for it. Y'all know I live for it. You know I live for it. You know I live for it. Y'all get into it. The drug killer is cold. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it.
Judge, I'm just a local rapper on this world wide web trying to earn them a name. Look, if they don't say it, my nigga, then I'ma say it. This internet fame got you lames acting strange.
Things I was bitching for attention, like some itching, hype some itching. For the fame to be popular, I need doctor drugs. Put it all on the table, not over the counter, but under the counter. Leaping authority, jumping in power. That's the biggest downfall. Attention, or this is how y'all do anything. They do.
And you know what he's talking about? He's talking about the people that are, itching for clout. Now, this is something that I know too well because I'm a social media activist and I'm a social media junkie myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, but you do got those ones that are always after clout. You have those people on social media that do their stuff just to get likes, and it's just, you know what? My whole thing is, okay, social media is what you make of it. But you do have those people that are thirsty for attention. You have those people that are thirsty for the hype. People sometimes use Facebook and Instagram and all these social media platforms as their scapegoat, to hide their real reality. And, that's one of the things I think my cousin pointed out mostly in this song. The drug killer. Get into it.
They do anything for life. They do anything for life.
Because nowadays, people do anything for anything just to get attention. And that's the truth. And I live for it. Then that's something that has paper endorsements. Let's get into it. It's the beauty of it. I'm going to tell you, it's the beauty of the guitar that I live for at the beginning. Let's get into it.
What is an endorsement? An endorsement is really a relationship. It's a give-take. It is never, ever one-sided because the second it's one-sided, the relationship is compromised.
Y'all ain't taking shit, get crunched like a bacon bit.
Also featuring my boy Reese T. Get into it.
Too hard trying to make it. The guac, dinero, money that's out naked. Massage your jaws with a barrel if you trying to take it.
Damn, niggas trying to stick me for my paper.
Hey.
Damn, niggas trying to stick me for my paper.
Hey.
Damn, why they trying to stick me for my paper? Damn, why they trying to stick me for my paper? Get into the paper, blind dates with God. About to meet my maker at the bank, it's fraud. Should be getting the bag for connecting these walls. Accolades after pay, refuse awards. Attach the phoneless, attach the soulless. Can't recall my number ones, but that's a bonus. Attach the guest list, attach the check.
Yo, I really got into it. I really got into just the vibe of this, y'all. It's everything. It's cold. And yes, y'all. The next song after that is The End of Forever featuring one of my most favorite creatures on earth, my lovely auntie, Lonzetta Young. I have to give her a shout out, big shout out, because like I said, I've said this in previous and past reviews. This woman is like a mother to me. She practically raised me, and I always love when her and my cousin do songs together because she has an amazing singing voice, and I have to give her her props, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Y'all, let's get into The End of Forever.
Forever, I've been rapping all my life to the end.
Oh my God, her voice sounds effortlessly on us, y'all. I just love my aunt so much, and she always she has that richness. She has a richness about her voice that just always makes everything sound so good and so on point. And one of the things I love about this song specifically is basically my cousin putting everything on the table. He talked about how he rapped all his entire life through all the grades of his childhood. He breaks it. He puts it all on the table. He's been doing it for so long, and he's still at the shit. And now, this is what I'm talking about. He reaches to that realization. He's going to do it to the end of forever. He's gonna do it till till the wheels fall off. And this is what I am happy for. This is the side of my cousin that I'm glad he's finally reached that point and level of his life where it don't matter how successful he is for his he wants to be or wanted to be back in the past. He's looking at it for what it is now. He's looking at it that I'm still doing it, and there's people that still support me, and that's all that matters. So yeah, like I said, the end of Forever. The song is amazing, and then it's a 2-part song too.
I wanted the mic, let's go. 6th grade. That was the bond that me and Lazy had. Lazy made every beat on this album.
And then the second part, he breaks down the story of this album, and he tells the story of how this album came about, y'all. But oh my God, The End of Forever is probably another one of my favorite songs because I just really, really like the story. It's the story for me. It's the story for me of this album, period, that I really, really got into, and that I really, really love that my cousin did, and how he, displayed himself, how he, put it on the table. Like I said, this is his 3rd album of the year, and this is Boss Moves, big dog. Cause this is Boss Moves, and like I said, I'm a huge supporter of my cousin and his movement of hip hop and what he's been doing for years. Like I said, I've been following him for years. It's an honor for me to even review every project he comes out. Because, my cousin always say, well, cuz, you always inspire me. Because you inspire me as well. It's his drive and determination that inspires me. And it has always inspired me. He never gives up. And that's what I admire most about my cousin. That's what I admire most about him. Because he puts so much on the table. What he does, he works so hard. And, he's still doing it. So, A plus effort for this album. As usual, it's a bop, hands down. It's a 10 out of 10. And yes, this is your boy 50 Shades of Phil.